is a special presentation of the Simulation Football League.
And off goes to Johnny English, who breaks out of it. Still going, Johnny English! And English will score! Oh, man. On the left-hand side. Oh, what a catch! What a catch from Coley! Toss on a 3rd down and 2. Stretched it out to the right-hand side. Brewski's got a huge amount of space. Brewski 40. He's across midfield. 40. That's HOU. Oh, he made 3 people miss. HOU breaks a tackle. He's done it again. Touchdown.
It's the SFL live on Twitch TV.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the SFL Throwback. We're live on YouTube, the SFL's YouTube page. It's the SFL offseason, but that doesn't mean football can't happen. We are here. The Oklahoma City Renegades will take on the Houston Hyenas. Live from Season 6, the rebroadcast. Andy Hamilton along with you in the booth. Along with me, is Max Paul, the owner of the Alaska Storm. Max, we got a great game for you in store. Oklahoma City and Houston, gray and blue for Houston, and Oklahoma City in brown and a light shade of green. A great game for you. The kick is underway, and the Season 6 SFL Throwback game is live on YouTube. The return will come out from Cam Michael to the 25, and Max, this was a great game, and it deserves to be rebroadcast for all of SFL Nation to watch and enjoy together tonight.
Game was this is part of the Lost Tape series. This game I had to do some digging to find it, but it's a great one for the folks to watch tonight.
Let us know how we're sounding. Had a little bit of an audio issue, but now we are rolling into it, and boy, we are ready to go. Joseph Redfeather is the quarterback, and he will drop the throw. Looking deep on the first play of the game, and it's incomplete. He was looking out on the left-hand side, and there to break it up was Aaron Arrington, still in the SFL today, but in Season 6 doing his thing on the outside and keeping Joseph Redfeather from that completion.
Aaron Arrington, rookie Aaron Arrington holding it down, showing why he was awarded team later on. Just the cover skills extraordinaire by Aaron Arrington.
Chat is going well. We got a couple people in there we'll get to in a minute. Redfeather in the shotgun with the running back to his right. They will give to Pete Brewski. Brewski down the left-hand side. Brewski threw one tackle across the 40, across the 50, and he is down at midfield. Pete Brewski was not having the best season in Season 6, but he rattled off a good run there.
Right there, we see Pete Brewski sitting there in that gun. They come out that strong trap. They caught Houston right there in that dime 3-2. Brewski put his shoulder down. Great gain. Great way for the tackling guard to seal the edge, which allowed him to get to the outside.
It's SFL football here in the offseason. If you're going, who the heck is playing right now? Well, it's two teams playing from Season 6, Oklahoma City and Houston, rebroadcast here live on YouTube with commentary. Deserves it. Redfeather to throw here on 1st and 10. Will check down out of the backfield, and that is a tackle on Pete Brewski. Nice job of the Houston defense to drop Brewski for 2.
Great job here by the Hyenas, sitting back, taking away all the options downfield, forcing Red Feather to check down the Brewski, and then they track him down for a 2-yard loss.
These Houston Hyenas have some good linebackers. We'll get to the defense in a minute right after this 2nd and 12 play. Stretch play to Brewski off the right-hand side. He will pick up 4, It'll bring up 3rd and 8, and a good job by this defense. Let's run through it. The Houston Hyenas defense on the outsides, Aaron Arrington and Aaron Payne are the 2 cornerbacks. The linebackers are Alonzo Hamilton and DJ Majesty, a recognizable name there. And the safeties are Dwayne Blackwell and Kanye Rockefeller. Some loaded defense here, trying to stop the Renegades on 3rd and 8. Firing, and it's caught at the 33. What a throw and catch. And that's Pete Brewski making a grab out of the backfield.
Great job there by OKC, coming out that gun quads, 50 slots out. Brewski matched up against, I believe that was Alonzo Hamilton. Gave him a little okie doke before he ran and slant across the middle. Money right there.
It'll refresh the chains. 1st and 10 for this Renegade offense. Red Feather will change the play at the line and look to throw. 7-step drop, finds the open man, and that is caught for 3 yards and out of bounds for the offense. Let's run through that real quick. Joseph Redfeather, the quarterback, just hit Austin Scalander there, number 87. Johnny Barame is on the other side, number 84. Pete Brewski is obviously the running back, and the tight end Tiberius Bovine, another SFL veteran. And then they have a kicker and a punter for this team. Julio Merle is the punter. We'll get to the kicker in a moment because it's 2nd and 7. Play action. Red Feather looking on the out route. That is incomplete. It'll bring up 3rd and 7.
Blackwell squatting on that little out route to that receiver. Red Feather tried to hit him. The receiver heard the footsteps. Brady Malone there. Off his fingertips, couldn't bring it in. Good job by Houston right there.
The kicker for the Renegades is Guido Trace. From here, it would be about a 46-yarder if they do not gain another yard. And on 3rd and 7, we'll see what Joseph Redfeather and the old man, Michael Irvine, will pull out of his hat. A Season 6 matchup between Michael Irvine and Houston Hyenas owner Demond Simeon. 2 great owners in the SFL, even today. But back then in Season 6, still doing their thing. And now we see this 3rd and 7 play. Redfeather fires down the field. Caught! Touchdown! A walk into the end zone for Johnny Barame. And the Renegades strike early here in this one, planting the ball in the end zone.
Great job there. OKC going back to the well. Last time it was a 3rd down conversion. This time, gun quads, 50 slots out. They hit Johnny on the deep post. Over the outstretched arm of Kanye Rockefeller for that dot. Touchdown OKC.
Guido Trace will come on to add the extra point. It is 6-0. Renegades on top of Houston and Mighty. I'm sure the fans are wondering, so maybe try and give some historical context. What was the scene like going into this week, I believe, 12 matchup between these two teams?
KC wasn't having so much, such a successful season. They had just broken 6-game losing streak the week prior, 2 weeks prior. So they were 1-1 coming into this Week 12 matchup against Houston. The Hyenas, on the other hand, were red hot as an expansion team. Demond was just awarded a squad. They're coming into this game. They had lost 2 in a row going into the playoffs. They could not move up nor move down in their seeding. So this game kind of didn't matter. But, Demond, he always wants to win every ball game he's involved in. So this is how we wind up with this matchup here.
Some great analysis there, and the return will come to the 25. It'll bring out the Houston offense. The Houston offense in Season 6 was led by their great rookie running back, Darnell Black. And that's a name for those of you who have been here a while that makes you smile from ear to ear. Over 1,200 yards coming into this game, 13 touchdowns for the rookie running back, and he will be led and start in the shotgun from the 25 with Courtney Coleman, the quarterback. Coleman will fire right down the middle, and it's picked off immediately. One play, one pick, and it's the longtime safety in the SFL, Billy Joe Casper.
Coleman, maybe he was seeing, footsteps or saw ghosts in the pocket, but who is he throwing that ball to? There's no receiver in sight. He overshot a receiver by at least 5 yards. Great job by Billy Joe for, bring it in. I'm sure it surprised them by like, wow, oh my gosh, I'm playing receiver all of a sudden for the Hyenas.
Looks like he might have been trying to target the tight end, Brad Wiggins, and we didn't even have enough time to get through the offense for Houston or the defense for Oklahoma City. We will get to that soon. 21 people watching here, and we're glad to have every one of you on SFL Throwback Night. A little surprise for the SFL Nation. Toss out to Pete Bruschi. He will pick up 7. Again, this is a Season 6 rebroadcast, Oklahoma City at Houston. Pete Bruschi so far doing some work for the Renegades.
Great job there, Red Feather, just taking what's there, not forcing the issue down the field. Finds Bruschi 7 yards, keep the down and distances manageable.
2nd and 3 from the 37. Red Feather, deep drop, moves in the pocket, delivers a nice ball to the outside, and it is hauled in by Johnny Barame. He had the touchdown earlier, and he has another grab to the 24.
Job by Red Feather, climbing that pocket. You see the defensive end come loose, steps up, gives the left tackle time, throws a beautiful strike to Johnny on the sideline there, brings it in, big play, first down in Houston territory.
First quarter action, 7:44 to go. It's SFL Throwback Night. If you didn't know, Andy Hamilton, along with Max Paul, rebroadcasting the Season 6 Week 12 matchup, Oklahoma City at Houston. The Renegades have the lead, and they are moving. An offsides play will go to Pete Bruschi, and they will most likely accept that one and take the free yardage.
By Red Feather there, giving the Hyenas the different types of cadences they have to deal with. Can't key in, is it on the first down, second down, is it on hut, is it on go, is it on what? I don't know what it is, but great job there by Red Feather, keeping them guessing, keeping them honest.
And this kind of a punch in the mouth for these Houston Hyenas who, like you said, were having quite the season. Oklahoma City, on the other hand, was not playing as up to expectations to this point in Week 12. Not much to play for if you're the Renegades, but you're out 7-0 and you're in the red zone with the ball. Hand off, Bruschi, you won't get much again, but, for Houston, they got to be looking at each other going, what's going on here?
Great job by Houston stuffing the run right there, forces the second down. Yeah, Houston coming into this one, being 7-4, having lost two in a row. They're trying to get back on that winning streak at least, to have the right momentum going into the playoffs. I'm sure being down 7-0 to OKC is not what they were expecting.
2nd and 5 from the 19. They need to get to the 14 to get a first down. They'll toss it out to Bruschi. He will spin once and will pick up 2 yards before he is met by Aaron Arrington, who makes the tackle at the 17.
Aaron Arrington coming into this game had 8 interceptions and 23 pass deflections. This man here was talking about sticking to receivers. This man was everywhere.
3rd and 3 from the 17. Red Feather, play action, under pressure, checks down to Bruschi after the play action, and they just left Bruschi all alone, and he's able to skirt his way down to the 13.
As cool as a cucumber inside that pocket, feels no pressure, finds a little check down, convert that first down. They're right now in the Houston 13, knock it on the door again.
Johnny Barame was the one they highlighted there, has at least 2 catches, one of which went for a touchdown. We don't have any SFL stats team on tonight. The handoff to Bruschi. He's going to lose a yard, and that is the play of the big man in the middle that will bring him down. There you look at Pete Bruschi's numbers. It'll bring up 2nd and long.
It's like they're tired of seeing Pete Bruschi do any kind of damage. They're fed up. They're trying to shut that down and force someone else to beat him.
2 receivers top of the screen. Shotgun look here for Joseph Red Feather. The handoff is to Pete Bruschi. He's going to lose more yards, and that does not set up Oklahoma City well for this 3rd and long.
By Houston squatting on that gun ace trips counter play. Didn't allow it to develop with great penetration in the backfield.
All right, 3rd and 13. Line them up, Mighty. 4 wide here for Red Feather in the shotgun. He will throw from the 15. He's going to fire deep back in the end zone. It's tipped and incomplete. Nice job in the secondary by Dwayne Blackwell, who gets a hand to that, and it'll bring up 4th and long for Oklahoma City, who will bring out Trace to try and add the field goal.
OKC is going to the well one too many times. It's the third time they've gone to this play. I understand they've gotten a first down and a touchdown out of it, but now Houston's starting to sniff it out. You might be careful with that throw.
Trace will come on. They are up 7-0 here with 4:37 left to go in the first. Andy Hamilton along with Max Paul. It's the Season 6 matchup, Oklahoma City at Houston for SFL Throwback Night. Nothing is guaranteed, we know that. Snap was a little bit behind the holder, and the kick is on its way and good from 32. It'll be 10-0. Oklahoma City on top of Houston in the Season 6 Throwback.
OKC's trying to end the season on a high note. Now got a nice 10-point lead against the Houston Hyenas. Let's see how Damon and the boys will respond and retaliate.
10-0 lead on the road, nonetheless. It, not a home game for the Renegades. Not the home fans trying to cheer them on. They are on the road in hostile territory and up 10-0 over the hometown Houston Hyenas, who will get their second chance with the ball here after Courtney Coleman threw an immediate interception on their first drive to Billy Joe Casper.
Tom Pitt doing that kick return on Barry Bergens. He's able to brush it off and get to that sideline. But OKC, it looks like they're trying to take their frustrations out on Houston right now.
So coming back out onto the field, Courtney Coleman. We talked a little bit about the star rookie running back, Darnell Black. The receivers are DR Sim, of course, Josh Fedd, and Barry Bargains, along with Brad Wiggins, the tight end for Houston. That rounds out the offense. Coleman firing, corner route, caught down the right sideline. DR Sim, can he do it? 20, 15, 10, they're not going to catch him. The doctor makes a house call early, and Houston is on the board.
Play there by Houston with that tear slot, 90x speed under, where DR Sim, the big play doctor, comes and runs that post route. Money, here you see Coleman drop back, hits him on the money. He loses the coverage as they try to reach for the pass deflection, and just then DR does what DR does best, is outrun the defense to the end zone.
A spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down, and down 10-0. Houston struck back with some sugar and some medicine of their own, and they will try and add the extra point to make this a 3-point ball game. Max, I don't know what to tell you. This Houston offense, they go one play on the first drive and throw a pick and give the ball back to the Renegades with great field position. They go one play on the second drive, and now they've cut the lead to 3.
Having the doctor and then Darnell Black, this is one of the more explosive offenses in the league. At any given time, either one of those players can take any play the distance. So OKC got to be careful with the way they defend those guys.
The 1-2 punch of Black and Courtney Coleman led Houston through this season so far, and now they are trying to lead the comeback here at home against these Renegades, and the fans are finally getting back into it, considering the punch in the mouth they took to go down 10-0. Return from Cam Michael will come out to the 27, and Joseph Redfeather will lead the offense back out to start their third drive of the game.
Well, let's see if OKC can get back to, continuing with their hot start. They got 10 points in the first quarter with a nice, mixture of Brewski and the rest of the weapons on offense. Let's see if Redfeather keep going.
Gotta love a good Brewski. They'll give it to him here on first down, and he will slant forwards for 4 before being wrapped up by number 95, DJ Majesty. Mighty, you know a thing or two about that man there.
Hey, enough to have DJ Majesty as part of the Storm this past season, and he helped us bring another one of those things home. So, those things, trophies. Helping us win a title against Tallahassee about a month ago.
Off-season action, the SFL Throwback game from Season 6. Redfeather firing on the deep route, and it's incomplete. Well covered was Tiberius Bovine. Houston's defense read that one pretty well as they try and get it to their big man, the tight end.
Job there by Alonzo Hamilton, sticking with Bovine as he's running up that seam, not allowing the big man to come down with the catch.
SFL Throwback Night 3rd and 6th we're looking at. Mighty has been doing these throwback games, and we figured, you got to throw some commentary on one of the better games this league has seen. Red Feather fires down the seam. It's caught, hauled in, running down the sideline. Johnny, big arm, and he is in for the touchdown. These teams just trade blows, and Oklahoma City will go back up by 9 with the extra point on the way.
By Red Feather, this seems to be OKC's bread and butter play when they're in 3rd and long situations, that gun quads, 50 slots out. Here you see Johnny run that deep post and outrunning Aaron Payne to the football, and then outrunning both Aaron Payne and Aaron Arrington to the end zone. 2 hands for safety, young man. 2 hands for safety.
That is a lot of errands you got to outrun there, but he took the groceries all the way to the house, and now Guido Trace will come on for another kick. They're sure getting their game checks worth out of Guido Trace so far in this first quarter, Mighty.
A lot of points in the first quarter. I'd be throwing headsets, players, cheerleaders, giving up a 17 in the first, Andy. Oh, man, this is painful to watch.
17-7, Renegades on top of the Houston Hyenas tonight. And in the SFL Throwback game, Mighty, there weren't any advertisements in Season 6, so we won't be playing any ads. It's just you and me and our beautiful, sultry voices throughout the whole rest of this game.
Andy, your way should be.
Well, hey, we love our advertisers and our sponsors here in the SFL, but not on Throwback Night. Houston, they took 2 plays, and on their last drive, they needed 1 to get in the end zone. On their first drive, they threw a pick, so 1 was very, very bad, Max, and then 1 was very, very good. So here on the 3rd play from scrimmage, pick your poison.
Now let's see if Courtney is going to feed them on or give the rock to Darnell Black.
Split backs, heavy formation, 4-3 look out of the Renegades. Coleman looking to throw. Coleman checks down, and that is a nice completion. And for somehow, Max, we don't have a turnover or a score on one of these plays. It's just a nice check down catch for 6.
Good job there by Coleman, reading, scanning the field, not liking anything he saw, and then checking it down to the backup tight end. Tight end, nice secure catch, 6-yard gain. Gives this offense another chance.
Mark Lopez wants to know, the game is throwback, but the commentary is live. Absolutely. This is a Season 6 throwback that didn't have any commentary on it. We wanted to add it as Coleman floats, and it's nearly taken away. Oh, my. Oklahoma City was ready to steal that one back, and the Renegades the Hyenas are lucky that the Renegades did not take that one away. That was a dangerous throw.
There to the fullback of the seam in heavy traffic. That's never a recipe for success.
3rd and 4 from the 31. I was saying it's a Season 6 game, and we are redoing the commentary. There was none on the original broadcast, and we think that is a crime. Courtney Coleman moves in the pocket, delivers down the field, and it's almost picked off the back of the defender. It falls incomplete, and that will bring up 4th and 4, and I believe our first punt of the game.
Good job there by Coleman of climbing the pocket and eluding the rush, and then throwing it up for grabs. The big play, Damon, who wasn't able to bring that one down this time, so they forced to punt on 4th down. Good job by OKC.
4th and 4 from the 31. They will kick it away. 2:43 left in the first quarter of this game. 24 points across both teams early in this one. The kick is away for Houston, and for Houston, and Oklahoma City will return. A decent return by Cam Michael out to the 37, a nifty little spin move. They always say it's the first guy you got to get past, Max, and then it gets easier.
Man, as a matter of fact, when I used to play ball back in the day, I never even bothered paying attention to the first guy because I always thought I could beat the first guy. I was always staring down the field to see where the next wave of guys was coming from to kind of try to set those guys up.
Well, it's easy to watch all the other players from the cheerleading squad, Mighty. Red Feather here gets sacked. That was it looked like a broken play. Houston was in there immediately.
Houston is tired of Brewski getting the ball and doing damage. The DTs are just blowing up the traps that OKC is trying to run. Red Feather didn't like The fact that they were in the backfield, he held on to the ball to, mitigate the disaster and not turn the ball over.
Red Feather gives to Brewski. He lines up in a pile and will dive forward for one on the generous spot. He was tackled by Alonzo Hamilton, number 52, and I do have to say, amazing last name.
Great job there by Houston again, just clogging that middle up. They refuse to let Brewski hurt him up the gut. They're trying to force him to bounce outside.
Red Feather to throw again, fires on the corner route. That's caught down the left sideline. He breaks a tackle. He's going all the way. It's going to be a touchdown for the other receiver, Alston Scalander, and he is in for the Oklahoma City Renegades. They strike again, this time on third down when all hope was looking promising for Houston, and Scalander silences the crowd.
There goes that gun quads 50 slots out again. Houston, that every third down, OKC dials that up. And Houston doesn't have an answer quite yet to slow this play down.
23-7, 30 points and an extra point from Guido Trace could make it 31 in the first quarter. And it's looking like Houston is really struggling to contain this passing offense from Joseph Red Feather.
On a passing clinic right now. Now, Houston might be asking themselves, why us? They've already lost 2 straight, including last week's game where it looked like they were going to be able to pull it out against the Orlando Intimidators, and Orlando only had 26 seconds to go down the field, and they found a way to get down the field and kick a field goal to edge the Hyenas by 1 point. Probably saw OKC on the schedule and was looking like, we got this. Y'all down 17 in the first. Y'all ain't got this.
Yeah, the one thing Houston has is a lot of time on this clock. They will get the ball back and try and make something of it. They have had some success and struggled going 3 and out on their last drive. Mighty about to roll into Season 12. This a Season 6 game. A lot of memories have been made in between such.
A lot of memories, a lot of changes, players, owners, teams. Young man that I'm doing a game with when I didn't have a team. I wasn't even in the league. So, big time improvement. Sponsors, conventions occurred since then. It's a whole different league, man, and we're only going to get better and bigger.
Yeah, and I think that's important for young guys in this league as the handoff goes to Black off the left side. Darnell Black across the 45. He's going across the other 45. Darnell Black, the rookie. Can he take it? No, he's tackled from behind by Tank Savage. A dangerous run from Darnell Black electrifies Houston.
And we see the rookie Darnell Black, who's been a pain in many a defensive coordinator's backside with his explosiveness, takes that off-tackle play, is off to the races. And if it's not for, the quickness of that OKC defender, he's dialing 6 in the end zone.
And it's important, though. What I was trying to get to was it's important for a lot of these young cats in this league to do their homework on some of these games. You never will get a good grasp of the league by only watching the previous season. You need multiple. Coleman fires. That's incomplete. Looking for Wiggins again, the tight end. You need multiple seasons in this league to really comprehend not only plays and stuff like that, but really the gravity of a lot of situations. And I think that's one thing that I consistently have conversations with owners about is that, there's not a lot of people doing the homework, Max.
I agree with you there, Andy. If you don't know where you come from, if you don't know the past, you're doomed to repeat the same mistakes. So it's good to know where we all come from.
And off Black again. This time he'll only dive forward for a yard. It'll be 3rd and 9 from the 11. And, you speak about a lot of these players that are still in the league, whether it be a guy like DR Sim, who's definitely a legend and on his way to the Hall of Fame, or whether it's a guy, maybe like Aaron Arrington, who just got his own team in this previous season, or DJ Majesty, a little bit of an SFL journeyman. These guys, they got their start. They've been here. They are veterans. They know what they're doing. And I think that always is overshadowed a little bit as that catch is made down to the 1. A nice grab there by Josh Fed. Almost fought his way into the end zone, Mighty.
Good job by Coleman surveying the field, finding that little curl route underneath the zone for that first down completion. Puts the ball at the 1.
That'll end the first quarter. Houston is a little bit shocked here as the Renegades jump up 24-7 over the Houston Hyenas, and now they are knocking on the door, though. The fans have not left the stadium yet, Mighty. There's still 11 minutes on the clock before we even get to the half.
That's way too many points. As a defensive guy, this hurts my heart watching this. It really does.
Well, hey, we're not done just yet. Courtney Coleman under center, gives to Black on the delayed handoff, and Black is in. Houston cuts into the lead yet again via the legs of their star running back, Darnell Black, his 14th touchdown in Season 6.
There by the Houston O-line for that the push on that counter play out of pair slot. Feed the young man. He brought you this far. Let him take you home.
24-13. They can cut the lead to 10 with the extra point. 10:58 to go. Andy Hamilton along with Max Paul here. 20 people are watching SFL Throwback Night. Oklahoma City here in Houston taking on the Hyenas, who have been red hot in their season under DeMond Simeon. Extra point is snapped back, kicked, and it is good. 14-24. Houston trying to climb back into this one.
Houston fighting back tooth and claw like the Hyenas do. Can they slow down this OKC offense, who has been just blistering on third down with big plays left and right?
So Houston to kick. Oklahoma City will get the return. Cam Michael is the deep man, and he will bring it out from the 9. Michael across the 25, and he will go down at the 30. Really good return, and the Renegades and Joseph Redfeather have good field position.
Well, Houston continued to plug the middle to force Brewski to go outside, or will they get back a little further to take away those bombs that Redfeather's been peppering them with, which would allow Brewski to find some wiggle room in the middle.
4 wide for Redfeather in the shotgun with Brewski to his left. Redfeather to throw, has all day, and he fires the out route, and that is, they're going to say he's incomplete. I thought he had it in bounds, but no, an incompletion will bring up 2nd and 10.
You see in that gun, Houston that time played a little 3-2 dime, 3-dog T to double the strong side receiver. Force Redfeather elsewhere with the ball. Weren't able to come down with completion, 2nd and long.
If you are a coordinator or a scout and you are young, get out a notebook and write down what Mighty's saying and just go back and do your homework after this thing's all said and done. Redfeather check down there. Bovine will pick up 10 and a first down, moving the chains right in front of the deep man, Kanye Rockefeller. But, everything that Max is saying where you kind of go, what's he talking about? Write it down, go look at it later, and try and understand exactly all the concepts that he's walking through, because it's important.
You were right, Andy, about Bovine. He did move the chains right there. Yeah, that's terrible.
Well, hey, there's a lot at stake in this game, and these two teams want to see, who can beef it out the best. Redfeather to throw. He'll check down to Brewski off the left-hand side. Brewski almost spun out of it. He'll lose a yard, but I thought he was getting away there for a second.
Job by Houston, taking away all the targets down the field, forcing Redfeather to give it to Brewski in the backfield, and then rally to the ball for that 1-yard loss.
24-14, just under 10 minutes to go here in the second quarter of play. First half action, 38 points so far, still plenty of time. Redfeather checks down to Brewski on the left-hand side. Brewski will pick up the yard he lost and 3 more, and it's going to be 3rd and 7 from the 43 for the Renegades.
By Redfeather, trying to get some kind of positive yardage back. So that way 3rd down is not 3rd and a million, it's 3rd and a little more manageable. Here they have a 3rd and 7.
There's a look at DJ Majesty there they just gave you. Now shotgun look for Redfeather, who takes the snap a little bit high. Redfeather fires across the middle, and that is a complete pass hauled in there by Pete Brewski, the back, out of the backfield, able to get down to the 42.
And there you see another variation of the gun quads where Red Feather surveys outside threats, forgot to plug the middle and cover Brewski. Great hands by this running back down the field for a big time third down conversion.
First and 10 from the 42. Handoff here to Brewski, and he will pick up 2 yards. Makes it 2nd and 8. Brewski averaging just under 4 yards a carry. And Max, that's really the magic number when you talk about consistency running the game.
Definitely 4 yards a carry means every 3 carries is a first. I'll gladly take that as an offensive guy. Conversely, which is funny, as a defensive guy, if I'm holding someone to 4 yards, I'll take it as well. It's a weird dichotomy like that.
Well, hey, you are more accepting on the defensive side than I am. I prefer backs I face to have under 4 yards a carry. But Austin Scalander there will pick up another couple yards. It'll make it 3rd and 3.
Red Feather with that quick zip in there, sidearm to get it to Scalander. 3rd and short. Here, the whole playbook is available to them to use. Houston got to be prepared for everything.
3rd and 3. Check down to Brewski. Inbounds and the first. Nice grab by Brewski to haul that in. The throw was a little bit behind him, but he was able to collect it and pick up the move to move those chains.
Great job, Brewski, by the one-hand tornado catch right there. The awareness to get back running upfield to get that first down on the Houston 30.
And off Brewski again, and he is into a pile of Houston defenders. They were waiting for him that time, Mikey.
Plugging that middle. Like I said, Houston they do not want Brewski to hurt him up the gut. They prefer to force him to the outside where they could use their team speed to rally to the ball.
2nd and 9. Split backs, heavy formation here for Oklahoma City. Very interesting look out of the Renegades. They will snap and throw. Red Feather delivers down to the back out of the backfield. That is Pete Brewski. No, that's not Pete Brewski. It's the fullback there who's going to pick up another couple yards. It'll be 3rd and 4.
The fullback there reeling that catch in and getting his speed on, well, as fast as the fullback can move, to get that 6-yard gain. Setting them up real nice on the Houston 24.
They have struck on 3rd down before. Let's see if they can do it again. 24-14. Renegades on top. Red Feather looking to throw. Fires. Barham brings it in, and that is a first down to the 18. Nope, excuse me, it's Scalander at the top of the field.
Red Feather doing a little adjustment at the line. They'll check with me. A quick out. Hit him on the in stride. 10 toes down. Great catch on the sideline. First down, OKC.
Plenty of room in terms of the coverage. The defensive back was playing off in kind of a deeper look. It looks like they're going to line up with a 3-deep look here as well. 4-3 look out of Houston, and they will give to Brewski. They like the numbers, but he is smacked in the mouth and only gets 1.
There was sitting in a cover 2 zone blitz where the weak side linebacker was coming in, crashing down to take away any inside runs, and so far for Houston, they're not letting Brewski take over this game. Great job, Houston.
2nd and 9 from the 17. Just under 6 minutes to play. Give to Brewski off the left-hand side. And that one took too much time. He's going to go ahead and lose the yard he gained on the last one. It's 3rd and 10.
Again, came out that same cover 2 weak side linebacker blitz. And they're just plugging all the holes up, forcing Brewski to have to beat him outside.
All right, 3rd and 10. Spread him 4 wide. Oklahoma City up by 10. Got to protect the ball here. Red Feather looking to throw. Moves in the pocket. Throws back in the end zone. Oh! Hauled in! Got the feet in bounds and a touchdown for Oklahoma City. Austin Scalander. Show me something I like.
Scalander with the toe drag swag. Red Feather with the high pass, understanding that he got to get it over the coverage. Great job. Get it over the outstretched fingers of Kanye Rockefeller. Okay, see, if they could have bottled this up and found this earlier in that season, it could have been a problem. But
Scalander with the toe tap right in front of the ref. Ref had a great view of the feet, and he calls him in, and Oklahoma City extends the lead yet again. Trace adds the extra point. It's 31-14 with 5:29 left to go in the second.
AC, they found something. I guess in doing their homework against the Hyenas, they found something, and they're exploiting it now.
31-14. And Oklahoma City will kick it back to Houston. The Hyenas down, but not out of this one. They will return it out to the 25, and that is where the offense will come back out. Courtney Coleman has not had the greatest day. 1 pick, 1 touchdown. Darnell Black has ran for a lot of yards and has got 1 touchdown himself.
Let's see if Houston can keep their offense going. It started revving up. You know, it took a minute to get hot, but they've scored the last 2 times they got the ball. Let's see if they keep it going.
2 wide to the top of the formation with Darnell Black, the lone man in the backfield. Coleman moves in the pocket, fires in the corner, out caught. Right side, no one in front of him. DR Sim across the 20, and he could go. DR Sim makes a second house call today. Put that medicine in your mouth and swallow.
The Hyenas coming down that pair slot 50 XZ cross against man-to-man single high safety defense. DR Sim against a slot corner with inside leverage. That's never a good deal. Just blew past that cornerback, blew past defense. There's not a defender in sight. And once you see the back, if you could read the Sim on the back of his jersey, it's pretty much a touchdown. You know,
yeah, it might as well be a goodbye sign on the back of his jersey, because he is out in front of Tank Savage, and he is gone, and Billy Joe Casper over pursued to the right-hand side and was not able to catch up and help. 31-20. Houston will yet again try and add the extra point to cut it to 10.
Job there by the Houston offense to answer what OKC is doing. Now, where's the Houston defense coming into this game? Houston had the #1 defense in all the land. #1 defense right now.
52 points, and we still have 5 minutes to go here in the second. Plenty of time on SFL Throwback Night. Andy Hamilton along with Max Paul, Oklahoma City at Houston. SFL Nation, we got 22 people watching right now, hanging out with us on the surprise cast. We didn't give it too much time in advance to know that this was coming, but we're glad for everyone who's here, and a little award for those of you who don't have much going on the Monday night.
Thanks for all you guys for joining us. Like I said, I've been scouring, trying to look for gems, you know, hidden tapes, so to speak, you know, games that people haven't watched or don't know about. And I hope y'all enjoy this one, because this is about to get crazy in a hurry.
Season 6, Week 12, Oklahoma City at Houston. The Hyenas having a good season. Oklahoma City not having the greatest season, but hey, they're up 10, and they got the ball back here, and it's in the hands of Joseph Redfeather, the longtime quarterback, SFL journeyman, stuck around for a few years after Season 6, if my memory serves me. And he will fire here on 1st and 10, looking deep, and that one was a dangerous throw. All over it was Dwayne Blackwell.
Looking for Bovine up the seam, but looks like Houston did their homework as well. They're not allowing Bovine to be a factor in this game.
2nd and 10. Clock will stop because of the incompletion. So from the 28, it'll be 2nd down for Joseph Redfeather, who will spread 1 receiver to the top of the screen. Johnny Bierm is up there. And they got 2 tight ends on the field. Give to Brewski, and he is dropped. Brewski was going nowhere. Coming up to make the play. It's number 55 for Houston. The Hyenas get a stop. It'll be 3rd and long. Studwell was the man on the tackle.
Hyenas are forcing Joseph Redfeather to beat him, and so far he's been beating him to the tune of 31 points. Can they finally force a 3-and-out?
4 receivers on the field for Redfeather. Redfeather dials up the deep ball, and he had him, and it's incomplete. Right through the hands of Johnny Bierm. 3 receptions, 1 touchdown, but he can't haul that one in. That was his drop, and it'll be 4th and 12, and the first time we will see the punter Julio Merle will come on to kick it away.
By Redford, they're again scanning the field, finding wide open receiver. The wide open receiver does not bring the ball in. Disappointing. Let's see what the ball again. Keep their hot streak going.
Hyenas would like to capitalize off of this. Down by 10. They've been able to keep the lead and the game close, but they'll need to make do with this one rare 3-and-out for Oklahoma City. The the return by number 88, Barry Bergens, will come out to the 37, and Courtney Coleman will lead the team back out onto the field there.
Courtman's been looking good these last few drives for Houston. Let's see if we keep that hot streak going and hitting the receivers in stride for big plays.
Coleman under center, 2 backs in the backfield, 31-21, down by 10. Blake Blitzer coming, and he can't avoid the sack. Nice play there by Oklahoma City, dialing up the blitz, and it's Buck Lawless. Who needs the law when you can make a hit like that?
Lawless coming off that weak side, wasn't picked up by anybody. Houston just let their quarterback there to dry, and luckily for them, that wasn't a strip sack, turning to a big play for OKC.
2nd and 15 from 32 yards.
From the 31, 2nd and 15, and Houston's going to spread him out 4 wide, and Black in the backfield. They give him the delayed handoff. Darnell Black can't get away from the first man. He will get out to the 31, and that will bring up 3rd and a mile.
Oh, by Olsen right there for OKC, because if Darnell Black slips that tackle, he is out of there.
3rd and 15. Ball at the 32 yards.
From the Houston 31. 3rd and 15 for Courtney Coleman, who's in the shotgun. Same formation, 3-2 look out of Oklahoma City. Late blitz, gets the ball off, and it's caught! Oh my gosh, he avoided the blitz, threw it right over the man, and it was caught down the middle of the field. Who else, Max? DR Sim with another grab.
When the Houston offense is ailing, they go visit the doctor. And Coleman with a great pass over the safety's head. The doctor reels it in. I know he'd wished that he was able to stay on his feet, bring that in for a touchdown, but still, big time 3rd down conversion right there.
And it's all about catching the ball, moving the chains, and with under 3 minutes to go here in the first half of play, Houston trying to cut into this lead. Darnell Black off the right side, and he will get 3 yards to the 43. Another good run by the rookie.
Job there by OKC of reeling it in, though, because it looked like Darnell Black was about to have another one of those big-time runs happen right there. So to hold him through a 3-yard gain is very good.
Second and 7, 2:25 and ticking. Courtney Coleman fires on the out route, caught by DR Sim, and someone's been using the jugs machine, and it looks like DR Sim can just catch pretty much anything he wants tonight.
I know right there he'd have wished that he was able to keep his feet in and get that first down, but they're on 3rd and short. The whole playbook is available. OKC got to defend the entire field and not just the deep pass, so they're in good shape here.
Twins to the top of the formation, Black in the backfield, 4-3 look, and Coleman doesn't like what he sees. He'll change the play at the line and now take a short drop, firing. Oh, and it's picked! Going the other way is Tank Savage! Tank Savage down to the 49. What a turn as we hit the 2-minute warning. Oklahoma City with their 2nd takeaway of the night.
The play by Tank Savage. You see him staring at Coleman, taking away that pass away from DR, providing OKC with a big-time turnover. Had Coleman put a little loft on that pass, we'd be singing his praises as DR would probably be walking into the end zone as we speak.
Papa Irvine and the Renegades get the ball back, a 10-point lead off the turnover. They'll start at their own 49. 2 backs in the backfield. The give on the delay is to Brewski, and he will fight his way for 2. He struggled to get back to the line, and Aaron Payne is the one who brings him down.
Houston making a concerted effort to take away Brewski and whatever damage he could do in the running game, forcing Red Feather to beat them. And so far, He's beating that.
94 seconds and ticking here. 3 spread out for Red Feather in the 2-minute offense. They give to Brewski. Brewski with a block. Brewski across the 30 and the 30 or the 25. He's down to the 22. A very strong run from Pete Brewski puts Oklahoma City in scoring range.
Job there from Brewski, reading the blocks well, bouncing it outside on that strong trap play. Houston wasn't able to plug all the holes. Big play by Brewski for an OKC in scoring range.
A minute to go. Red Feather to throw, pressure, avoids 1 sack and tosses it. Oh, and it's hauled in! Unbelievable catch! Johnny Bayarn brings in another one, and it's 2nd and 3 from the 15. Time continues to roll, and they will run hurry up. Offsides, free play, the fake, play action, they'll toss it. That's a first down grab, and they will most likely accept that one and take the play to the 4 or the 15. Nice grab by Malone there.
A Red Feather going up tempo after that big time evasion from that sack and hitting Beerme on the sideline, coming back with a play action, suck up the Houston linebackers, and buy him time to hit that slot receiver for that nice first down conversion.
1st and goal from the 7. Oklahoma City tried to extend this lead. Houston trying to make a goal line stand. 4-3 look out of the Hyenas. 2 receivers split out for the Renegades. Red Feather looks to throw, out route, caught. Did he turn the corner? No, he's out at the goal line. Scalander with the grab that takes him over 100 yards, but could not get into the end zone.
I see with a pair of receivers that have hit the century mark before halftime. Red Feather is having a game, folks.
2nd and goal from the goal line. 36 seconds left to go. All 3 timeouts in the back pocket of both head coaches. Red Feather under center. Play action, fires, caught! Touchdown on the right-hand side. Austin Scalander in Oklahoma City add another one, and they are real close to passing 40 in just the first half.
OKC came out that heavy set, selling the run, came out with that play action. Houston bit, leaving Scalander wide open on that out route. Great job by Red Feather of first selling the fake and then having the patience to wait for Scalander to get open.
And as a defender, it's so hard in, a man coverage goal line situation when you think, oh, they're just going to throw or run it right up the gut, and then they decide to throw. It's really kind of a scramble there for a moment for a couple of the defenders to figure out, okay, where did my guy go? Because I wasn't even watching him. I was trying to pay attention to, the running back and see which gap he was going to fire into.
Yeah, especially seeing that coming into this game, it looks like Houston really made an effort to plug all the, holes in the middle for Brewski. So everybody's eyeing Brewski, especially in that heavy running formation. So Scalander sneaking out the side is, I guess, expected, but Houston, the cornerback, should be more aware of what's going on.
29 seconds to go. Bergens will bring it out to the 22. All is not dead on the Houston side of the ball, though. They've been known to strike quickly. DR Sim has made a few house calls, and I'm sure with 3 timeouts, Damon Simeon is not ready to put it in the back pocket and call it a half.
We know he's good for a big play. He's got a couple already. This looks like a game where they need a bunch of them.
Hand off to Black, and they look maybe content with running this to the half, down, by 17. Not the worst halftime, difference in the world, but obviously you'd like to be a little bit closer if you could. At their own 22, it's quite a distance to get to the end zone.
Let's see. They got one more play. Let's see what they dial up.
Will he take the snap? He will. Coleman will throw. Checks down there to DR Sim, who will pick up 6 yards to the 28, and that will end the half. 38-21. Oklahoma City, the surprise lead here, trying to pull the upset off at home, or on the road, over the home team Houston Hyenas. We'll take a break and be right back. This is the SFL Throwback Night on YouTube. Back in this one, SFL Throwback Night, Season 6, Oklahoma City at Houston. The Hyenas coming into the game, and they were looking real good coming into the game on paper, Max, but Oklahoma City has shot out of a cannon and put up 38 on this Houston team, who has just essentially been trying to keep up all night. Houston will get the ball back to start this one off. Andy Hamilton along with Max Paulo, and he fumbled it, and now he'll pick it up and return off the left-hand side to the 22. Near disaster for the Hyenas.
Goodness, the Hyenas, it looks like this is not their evening. This is the routine catching of a kickoff. I say routine like it's easy, but, you know, Barry Bergens is a specialist back there. To drop that would have been, and to turn that over would have been precipitous for OKC.
Two backs in the back.
On more point.
Two backs in the backfield. No, you're fine. And Courtney Coleman leads this offense back out. They'll give to Darnell Black, who's wrapped up in the backfield. Buck Lawless was in there immediately, and look at his numbers on the night. Good stuff from Buck.
Just with the shoestring tackle. Darnell Black, always a shoestring away from 80 or 90 or 100, 150. Okay, that's a little much. But you get what I'm saying. Big plays happen with Darnell Black.
Yeah, maybe that's why he tapes his shoes, is trying to keep those shoelaces out of the way. Coleman firing right side, caught! DR Sim, can he go again? 30, 20, 15, is he going to get caught from behind? No! DR Sim says it's time to take your medication.
DR Sim is a problem. Just coming in and just trying to take over the Houston offense. Trying to take over the whole Houston team right now. Trying to fire up the squad. You know, hey, offense doing the job. Come on, defense. Wake up over there.
And he's putting a hurting on Cam Michael, the cornerback out there, who essentially was just outran the entire way. Blazing speed from DR Sim. He shows his worth for this Houston team, and the crowd is back into this game, Max, as they cut the lead, and they can try and get it down to 10 here with the extra point.
Out there, Courtney Coleman staying calm, and OKC's playing some serious press man defense out there against DR Sim. I don't know if that was the best game plan to come at this one with.
Kick is on the way and good. A 10-point game, and now Joseph Redfeather will get up off the bench, take the baseball cap off, throw the helmet on, and it's time to get back to work. If you're the Renegades, you have the lead. Can you protect it?
That's a great question. OKC struggled this season a little bit, but they look like they're trying to go out on a definite high note. Redfeather's red hot, peppering the field with passes everywhere. Let's see if OKC can keep it going.
Return will come out across. Oh, nice nifty move by Cam Michael. Will get him to the 31. It was a spin, and I thought he might have had a little bit more.
Michael's trying to make up for, leaving Sim wide open on that pass play, trying to atone for his mistakes.
And talk about exhaustion. I mean, that man just ran a good 90 yards, and Michael Irvine said, get back out there and return this kick. First and 10, Redfeather checks down out of the backfield to the fullback, and he's going to pick up 3 before getting rocked by Aaron Arrington.
Arrington, super rookie Aaron Arrington, flexing the muscles right there of fullback. I'm half your size, not hit like a Mack truck. I don't see you.
A lot of kids don't know that Max is not just a type of computer, but also a truck. Max Paul dropping the knowledge there for you youngins. Redfeather checks down again. That one's to Brewski, and he is going to lose quite a few yards. And look at those quarterback numbers. You talked a little bit about it, Max. Pretty much throwing the ball to the moon and back.
Alonzo Hamilton tracking down Brewski, not letting Brewski be a factor. Great job by Hamilton. 3rd and long, but for OKC, it's been like, 3rd and long, they ain't nothing. We got this.
No relation to Alonzo Hamilton for me, and thank goodness, because boy am I prettier than he is. Red Feather fires down the seam, caught down the right-hand side. He's good. Could he go? Johnny Bjarm trying to get to the end zone. Goal line, touchdown, Oklahoma City. They respond.
Red Feather, third down. His QBR is like 1,000,000. He keeps just throwing dots everywhere. This time, Johnny brings the ball in as opposed to dropping it like last time, and then he just 2 hands for safety, outruns the pair of errands to the end zone. Good job, Johnny, and the OKC offense.
And man, the fans here in Houston are really battling with their emotions. You know, you're in it, you're down by 10, you get the ball out of the half, you throw a big bomb to DR Sim, you can't not get excited about that, and then it's like a punch in the gut. Johnny Bjarm just takes the wind out of your sails with a deep ball of his own, and Oklahoma City re-extends the lead. They just, gave up on defense.
Yeah, but now let's see if Houston can keep their big plays coming on offense.
Yeah, no shortage of offense for either team. The defense, though, a little bit missing in action. We're going to have to put these two defenses on a milk carton when all is said and done. But offensively, everyone is showing up tonight.
They sure are. Let's see if our team got another big play in it.
From the 24, another big lead for the Renegades here with just 9:03 left to go in the third. Still plenty of time in this ball game for both teams and a lot of players to make their mark on this game, but so far it's been a back and forth battle. Andy Hamilton along with Max Paul. SFL Throwback Night, Week 12, Season 6 action. Oklahoma City at Houston. The game didn't have commentary, and we just felt that wasn't right. We had to fix that. Handoff, Darnell Black, a spin move, picks up 8 before being tossed to the turf.
Oh, good job there, Darnell and the Houston O-line with that strong trap play. Darnell's in that secondary quickly. If it's not for that rocking hit by the strong safety, Darnell might be dancing.
Well, and I tell you what, as a gentleman who's 5'6" and played safety when I played football, the last thing you want to see is a big man like Darnell Black lumbering at you. You're hoping that the linebackers or the defensive line can bring him down as he makes another run here out for the first down. Because it's just hard. You're trying to take down a man who's bigger than you, and you're playing 10 yards back from him. He's got a running start.
Make any business decisions back then, Andy?
Well, I was in 7th or 8th grade, so the business decisions were what kind of acne medicine do I purchase? That's about it. Coleman to throw, firing deep down the field. Who else in the middle of the field at the 39? Oh, excuse me, it wasn't the doctor. It was number 84, Josh Fed, who makes a rare appearance for the Hyenas.
Great job by Fed there, beating the man coverage. Coleman having to hang in the pocket a little longer than he really wants, but great job by Houston O-line holding it up. Cam Michael tracking him down for the tackle after the big play.
6 receptions for DR Sim, 258 yards. Cam said it best. Shut me up and slap my mama, that's a lot of yards.
Sounds intense.
Handoff to Coleman, handoff from Coleman to Darnell Black, excuse me. He will get back to the line of scrimmage. A poor spot, in my opinion, but then again, the refs in Season 6 were a little bit unchained. There were no memes back then, so you couldn't meme Ref 62. It wasn't a thing. 4 receivers split out. Coleman gives on the delayed handoff to Black, and he gets back to the line. Maybe that was a little bit favorable of a spot. Kind of like basketball, you make up for it.
Good job there by OKC, forcing Houston to this 3rd and long. Let's see if Coleman has an answer for this 3rd and 10.
Well, and if I'm Oklahoma City, throw 4 defensive backs on DR Sim and say, hey, you want to beat us with someone else? That's fine, but not DR. And they're in that bump coverage like you talked about, Mighty. And now Coleman will take the low snap and throw. Fires down the seam. Oh, nearly taken away again. Tank Savage shouldn't have ate that popcorn because he would have had a pick.
Nick Coleman trying his chance down that seam. Tank Savage having none of it. OKC finally forcing Houston to punt the ball.
Yeah, and just outside of field goal range, and the Houston fans got to be frustrated with that. In a game where points are coming at a premium, to have to punt is not ideal in this world. Low snap. Kick will be angled towards the left. A man got demolished over there on the sideline. It'll bounce at the 6, bounce down to the 4, and it will be stopped at the 6 as it rolls back a little bit. 1st and 10. Pretty solid punt out of Houston will pin the Renegades deep.
Say Houston is a game of Houston. They say football is a game of matchups. You know, though your team may beat mine and I may beat the next one, it doesn't mean that they're able to beat you because of it. There's no transitive properties in football. You got to line up and play. So OKC can't play this game. Houston got to buckle up that chin strap and get ready to work.
Handoff Brewski up the middle, and he will give them a little bit of breathing room. Picks up 6 yards to the 12. Brewski's numbers are not bad by any stretch of the imagination. 4.5 yards a carry. Pretty solid average when you talk about just needing that 4 yards, and he's doing better than that.
See, right there, they keep this offense rolling. So far, they've been on fire.
Brewski will pick up another 4.5 there, and it'll be 3rd and inches. Aaron Arrington coming up a little slow, and he's saying to his buddy, ow, that hurt.
For Brewski leaping at the fallen defender, though, because if it weren't for that, he'd be stuck in 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8.
Chance to get off the field here for Houston if they could make an improbable stop. Brewski ran all over him on the first 2 downs, but hey, you never know. Can't commit to anything just yet. Hand off, Brewski, right side. Oh, and he stopped! Houston comes up and makes a huge play. It's Alonzo Hamilton, the best last name in the SFL, and he brings him down at the 14.
Great job by Alonzo Hamilton tracking down Brewski. Coming into this game, Alonzo Hamilton had 18 tackles for losses. Right there, you see why he was so good that season doing that.
Hey, if he keeps making plays like that, I might claim him as my second cousin. You never know. Return from the 45 off to the right side. Good field position for Houston. They'll set up the drive just a yard shy of midfield.
Houston can turn this around and find some way to put some points on the board before this game gets out of hand, because time is starting to tick.
Yeah, it's starting to tick. You're right. 4:45 left in the 3rd. Still a whole 4th quarter of fireworks yet to come. The first half was chock full of them. I felt like I could feel the smoke in the booth here with all the fireworks that were going off, and things have died down just a little bit. Check down from Coleman will go to Darnell Black out of the backfield. He'll pick up 9. No, excuse me, it wasn't Black. It was one of the other receivers.
Good job there by Coleman. Cool, connected.
Finds Gary Ebenezer. I guess it's the time. Ebenezer might be related to Scrooge in some way, shape, or form, but he makes the catch for 9. Two receivers bottom of the screen here. Coleman looking to throw. Check out to Darnell Black. Black spins a man and gets the first down. Nice move. He was stopped dead behind the line, and it's not a piece of broccoli he's juking out there. That's Buck Lawless, a good linebacker.
Job there. Black would not be denied to get that conversion, to get, move the sticks for the hyenas. Black showing you that he's versatile. He's not all speed and jukes. He got some power behind those legs.
The receivers bottom of the screen. Coleman will look to throw. Fires deep down the field. Tipped up. Oh, my gosh. Oklahoma City was making my heart dance a little bit there. Cam Michael lays a hit, and good to see him getting in on the action because he has been toasted all night. He looks like a burnt piece of toast.
See, decision there by Coleman, decided to loft that up in the middle of the field where all of OKC's defense was sitting on it. Luckily for him, they weren't able to bring it in.
Two receivers, top of the screen, 2nd and 10 from the 40. Courtney Coleman will have Darnell Black in the backfield. They'll give to him on the delayed handoff. Black! Oh! No one can stop him! Darnell Black, get off of me! 50 Shades of Black to the end zone!
Showing you why he's a problem off that strong trap. Coming in, little delay action, sheds the defensive tackle, puts his shoulder down, trucks Cam Michael, excuse me very much. The rest of y'all ain't fast enough. You can't catch me, boy.
Looks like a Ferrari with a little bit of power built in there, too. That is a great running back. His 15th touchdown of season 6, and that might have been one of his best.
A great run, a great show of athleticism, and just Darnell Black was a headache. As a defensive guy, he was a headache. I'm happy I don't have to deal with that kind of headache anymore. There are other kind of headaches I got to put up with though.
Yeah, the game has changed since season 6, but you still see shades of offenses and defenses. Mighty has calmed down some of his analysis, but not just yet. Still a 10-point game. I feel like we always come back to this point, Mighty, and now it's the Oklahoma City Renegades' turn to try and increase that lead. Houston has dealt another blow to the stomach, and Oklahoma City will try again to hit Houston in the mouth. Return from Cam Michael will come out across the 25. Oh, he is clobbered. What a hit.
Oh, my goodness. I don't know what they have. He must have said something about his mama or something. And he just took it out on him right there. Good grief. Laid him out. I thought he was hurt there. Glad to see he got up.
Well, some of those players were, at this point, trying to work for some of those contract roles. So, a big hit from a special teamer, coaches take notice in this league. And, who knows just where he might have ended up. I sure don't. 4 receivers split out for Red Feather, who's going to fire right down immediately. Oh, hauled in. And they're going to dive on him at the end, but all the way down to the Houston 44. Austin Scalander, never doubt me again. I'm bringing it in, baby.
Joseph Red Feather back there, surfing the field out of that gun. I had just enough loft right over the DB's heads. You see Aaron Arrington there reaching. Couldn't get his hands on it.
Yeah, what a throw from Red Feather. He is having a superb night. Coleman has looked human at times. Red Feather has looked like Mr. Jesus himself. One receiver top of the screen, 2 backs, and Red Feather will fire again. And the commentator's curse gets him coming back the other way. It's Kanye Rockefeller. I do not believe I just did that to him.
And yay, showing the ups and the hands, and then the quick footwork with the little spin move. Just great work by Kanye Rockefeller there. Sitting in the seam, great ball skills. Oop! Get off me. And then he got tackled by a lineman. I know he won't, they'll give it to him on the sideline for being tackled by offensive linemen, but, great job by Kanye right there.
But I know it's SFL Throwback night, and I hope people don't think, Andy called that. He's seen this game before. I've seen 5 seasons worth of games between this one and the season we're about to head into. There ain't no way that I remembered, Red Feather doesn't throw a pick until this time in the third. No way. That was insane, unbelievable. And now Houston has a chance to cut into this lead again. A nice toss on first down will make it 2nd and 5.
Great job there. Get 5 yards on first. Set your offense up for manageable. Houston's in a heavy set here. I wonder what they're going to do.
Coleman to throw, wants it deep. Oh my gosh, I don't believe it. One of the best individual performances I've ever seen. Damon DR Sim is in, and the lead is cut again.
DR Sim is a monster. And the fact that OKC, they just look at him, he's just running back up by himself. Like, where is the defense? Like, he is the threat. He's the imminent threat at that. Like, he's the guy you got to make sure you cover. Like, leave the other guys open. Make sure you keep a body on that guy.
And I tell you what, Mighty, the Renegades medical staff better have that Pepto-Bismol ready in the locker room for this final score, because the Renegades defense is pretty much sick of DR Sim by this point.
they might be gassed as well, you know, having to chase them all over the field. OKC was up 17. They're only up 3 now, and we got plenty of ball game left.
It's looking like a barn burner here in Houston. A 3-point game as the Hyenas have cut back into the lead. They take the Kanye Rockefeller interception and turn it into money. And now it's going to be a 3-point difference. 2:12 left to go in the third. A whole fourth quarter awaits us, and Oklahoma City will get the ball back.
That saying, by the way, barn burn. Like, this is a high-scoring game. It's anything but burning anything. We're gaining. This is fun to watch. I don't want to watch a barn burn. That doesn't sound like any fun.
Well, and now we're going to get into this conversation, Max, because you walked this with me. But a barn, right, is where you store all your farm equipment and your hay and your gasoline for your tractor. So when a barn starts burning, it's going to burn for a long time, and that is where the phrase comes from. Just a little knowledge for you, for you dropping knowledge for everyone else. And it's, you know, clear you didn't live somewhere rural in your life, did you?
Optimus is asking in the chat, what happens if there are cows in the barn?
Well, then we have a nice steak dinner afterwards, Optimus. Come on. Simple. 2nd and 3. We'll get back to the action here. I'm starving, by the way. Red Feather to throw. He checks down. Oh, it's dropped. The fullback had it. He would have been close to the first, and he dropped it. Kanye Rockefeller must have whispered in his ear something dirty.
Dropped there by the fullback as well. With Kanye within his vicinity, Kanye could have easily picked that up and taken it to the house. Got to be careful with those.
3rd and 3. The defense chants are out here in Houston. They want their Hyenas to take the ball back and really have a chance to cut and get ahead. Here comes Red Feather. Fires. Open. Caught. Nice grab and a dagger for Houston on this drive. Tiberius Bovine. Speaking of the cows.
Move the chains. Bovine getting open. Little sliding cat showing off his hands and his agility there.
Yeehaw, as the young kids say. 1st and 10 for Red Feather. Fakes the handoff, wants it all down the seam. Caught! Wide open was Tiberius Bovine. The defense must have not seen enough of him on 3rd down because they went back to him on 1st.
They caught Houston in that cover 2 weak side linebacker zone blitz. Alonzo Hamilton didn't get rotate quickly enough to cover that deep middle, which allowed Bovine right down the seam between the safeties. Dwayne Blackwell had a great tackle. If not, Bovine is gone for 6.
Yeehaw. 1st and 10 from the 33. 40 seconds to go in the 3rd. This very well could be the last play, depending on how long it takes. Red Feather stands under pressure, and he's sacked. The pressure was coming, and that was a coverage sack, Mighty. There was nowhere to go with the ball.
Great job by Houston right there, taking away all the options for Red Feather. Red Feather not known for his mobility, stuck in the pocket, can't throw the ball away there. That's a penalty. He just ate the sack, giving his team at least another down to live.
45-42, a 3-point game. Oklahoma City not in field goal range. 2nd and a country mile. Houston trying to get off the field and give their offense a chance. This would be the last play of the 3rd quarter if they decide to snap it, and they do. Red Feather, deep drop, moves up, fires down the left-hand side, tipped up and incomplete. Nice defensive ball skills there by Kanye Rockefeller. Had the interception earlier, was working on Bovine.
Kanye, but oof, that's playing it mighty close. Misses that ball. That's a touchdown by Bovine.
End of the 3rd. Houston tried to get back into this one. The Renegades have 3rd and long coming at them, and they are only up by 3, trying to add more points to the lead and keep this upset alert alive here in the SFL Throwback Night, Season 6, Week 12. Houston was a great team. Oklahoma City was struggling, but the Renegades lead by 3 here with 11 minutes on the clock. Get your 4s up. It's time to finish. Redfeather fires deep, and it is incomplete. He's out of field goal range, so Oklahoma City will have to punt. That was the first time he looked for Scalander and couldn't make the connection.
AC going to the well one too many times with that guns play. And here you see Kanye squatting on that deep post, baiting the quarterback to throw him the ball, and he does. He just wasn't able to bring it in.
We're at number 4. And the two other defensive backs almost caught that thing between their helmets and shoulder pads, but couldn't get the hands on it, and the incompletion will force a rare punt out of Julio Merle. Merle will come on to kick.
Good job there forcing OKC to punt. They see if they can get that offense rolling to finally take the lead.
They almost got after it. This one will bounce at the 6. It's grabbed by Cam Michael. A great special teams play by Oklahoma City will back Houston up to the 4.
Michael returning kicks, returning punts, covering receivers, tackling running backs, and on the punt team, good grief, what doesn't Cam Michael do?
I mean, you got to make a play whenever you can. Cam Michael proving that, you might get burned a few times, but he's worth having on the roster. Down by 3. Houston takes over. They need 96 yards to score. Hand off. Darnell Black. Black, left side. Oh, no one in front of him. Darnell Black. I just said 96 yards, and Darnell Black says, coming right up. Touchdown, Houston. They take the lead.
Great job there, Darnell Black. The blocking wasn't even that good. It's just Darnell Black doing what Black does. Just explosion in those legs at any given time. Him or DR Sim. Just big plays everywhere. On the replay, you'll see Darnell Black just exhibiting world-class speed. There's no defender in sight. I don't know why they even bother running. They can't catch him. With the first lead of the ball game.
Quick math, Mighty. 2-8. You subtract the 2 from the 8, and it equals 6. Houston on the board, and now they will try and add the extra point with 10.5 to play in the 4th. The barn's still burning, baby, and we have a lot of gasoline to pour on top.
Again, Darnell Black and DR Sim, just that pair there. Big plays waiting to happen. OKC. That's it.
4 points between these two teams is the difference. Oklahoma City now finds themselves down in this game, and they will have to try and get back on their high horse and score some points, because right now it's not looking great for the Renegades. Return there to the 27, and that is where Cam Michael will bring the ball. It'll be 1st and 10.
Redfeather and Brewski, last time they were stuck in the 3rd and a million. They see if they can manage this drive better, keep ahead of the sticks, and get some points out of this one.
Throwing, Redfeather checks out to Brewski, and Brewski will pick up a yard to the 28. And another look at the numbers there. 6 passing touchdowns for Joseph Redfeather. The interception, though, is really what has let Houston reopen the door. It was locked. It was shut tight. Houston was passing newspapers under the door, and then the interception from Kanye Rockefeller really creaked this thing open.
Yes, it did. Wow. Didn't realize he threw him for so much so far. 400 yards. And we almost have the entire quarter left. My goodness.
Check down to the fullback. He'll lose a yard. So from the 27, they're going to face 3rd and 11.
3rd and 11. OKC, their third down percentage game is like the high 70s, if not low 80s. That's where Redfeather's been thriving. Let's see if they're able to convert.
4 receivers split out. Joseph Redfeather in the shotgun. 3-2 look out of Houston. High snap. Redfeather will survey the field. Wants it all. Deep down the field. Oh, he dropped it at the last second. Johnny Bjarm, for everything that he's done tonight, could not haul that one in. And it'll be 4th and 11. Another punt on the way.
It's the second big-time drop by Johnny after Red Feather hits him squarely in the chest with this pass. Second, third down drop as well, which means they have to punt the ball. That is one way where you could start losing and losing quickly.
4-point game, and Houston, who has been pretty much solid on the offensive side after the first half break, will get the ball back, and they will start at the 31. Nice return there from Barry Bergens, and that is where the offense will come back out. Courtney Coleman and really Darnell Black has led this team back out in front of the home crowd on top of the Renegades.
Let's see if Houston can keep it going. Which big player, which big time player is going to step up? Is it going to be Black or DR Sim on this?
Well, if you're the Renegades, you're trying to stop both of them. Coleman to throw, will fire down the middle of the field, and it's another catch, another completion, this time to the 49, hauled in by Josh Fedd, who has picked and chose when he has shown up in this game, but when he has, it has been big for Houston.
By Josh Fedd going through the teeth of the OKC defense, having faced both Tank Savage and Billy Joe, and able to just hold on to the ball as those guys come barreling down on him.
Well, you know what they say about the teeth of the defense, Mighty. All it takes is a baseball bat, and you can knock out some of those teeth. And Josh Fedd right now looks like a Louisville Slugger. Coleman to throw, firing on the corner route. Oh, Cam Michael nearly changed the face of this game with that interception. Instead, he can't haul it in.
Coleman, I don't know what he was looking at. OKC was sitting in a cover 3 defense where the corner taking away his deep third. The tight end was running a corner route there. He was never open. That was not a good decision, young man.
Coleman lives to see another day. 2nd and 10, 4 receivers split out, and he will throw once again. Just a nice safe out route here to the doctor. You know, sometimes the people you trust the most is the doctor, as he surpasses 300 yards receiving with that catch there.
Doctor is putting in work. Oh my goodness, but Houston's facing an important third down here. They need to convert to keep the Wolves at bay.
Some receivers can't even get 400 yards in a season, much less or 300 yards, whatever he had, in one game. It was 300. Some can't surpass 300 in a half a season, but much less in one game. DR Sim really showing out here. Coleman, another throw, and that is caught. They're going to say he's a yard shy, and that spot is real interesting because that ball looks like it's right in front of the marker across the way for Josh Fedd.
Good job by Josh Fedd getting his feet down for this catch. If I'm Houston, I'm going for it here. You need all the points. Gotta stay on the accelerator. Can't slow down.
It's like you're playing Hungry Hippos, and the points are those white dots. You just gotta munch them up as quick as you can before the other team gets them. Coleman will take the snap, hands off to Darnell Black. Oh, he's dropped! And Oklahoma City will take over. An incredible play coming up is number 51 for the Renegades, Willard Morris.
Job there by Morris, pinching down, playing his keys, forcing Black up the gut, being able to wrap him up. You see he got both arms around his legs to stop the traction and to bring him down before the sticks.
45-49, Renegades have new life. 8 minutes to go. Red Feather to throw. Wants it deep down the right side. Tiberius Bovine is going to make a house call. Moo, baby, moo. And move out of the way, Houston. Oklahoma City retakes the lead.
Loft there by Red Feather, knowing that he has to beat the safeties as he's facing cover 2 coverage by the Houston Hyenas. Loft. Safeties, ball hawking safeties that he's facing, go for the ball, miss time to jump. Next thing you know, it's 6 on the board, OKC.
The Renegades are not out of this one. They're back on top by 2, and this extra point is absolutely pivotal in this ball game where points are at a premium. It's one of those you gotta have it's from Guido Trace.
That's his 7th touchdown, Andy. 7th. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, we talk about it. Some QBs are lucky to have 7.5 a season, much less in one game. Extra point is good from Trace. It'll be 52-49, a 3-point ball game again, and Houston will get the kick back. 7:52 left to go in the fourth.
Houston can answer this big-time drive that OKC just had to at least tie the game back up, if not take the lead.
Oh, a bobbled return. He's going to fall and get back up. Oh, this spells trouble for Houston. They're going to start way back at their own 14, and that is the second time that has happened to Barry Bergens.
The Trace got that special knuckle kickoff ball or something, because in the second half, Bergen's been mishandling all of these kickoffs. This might spell doom for Houston.
1st and 10 from the 14. Down by 3. Houston, the offense coming back out again. Looking to throw. Coleman wants it deep. Got it! Another deep ball, this time to the 36. Josh Fed is now over 80 yards on 5 catches.
By Josh Fed, running that nice, precise route. Able to get it to him before the safety gets there for that timely tackle.
And I know that you're down by 3, Max, but I don't think you can abandon Darnell Black in this situation with the season that he's had and even the game that he's had. I think you got to eat some of this clock if you're Houston and recognize that, putting this game in terms of, just who can outshoot each other for the next 7 minutes is bad. You got to kind of minimize this and hope that you can get the lead and, stop them once or twice and get off the field with a win.
Definitely keep that balance. That balance is one of the reasons why OKC can't just tee off and come after your quarterback, because Darnell Black is such a threat. Definitely keep him involved in the game.
2nd and 4. They'll give to Black again, and he is stuffed that time. And it'll bring up 3rd and manageable, though. 3rd and 5. That's not out of the realm of possibility for Courtney Coleman to get done. So I think it's not a bad play. It still eats some of that clock.
3rd and manageable. They're able to use all of most of the plays in their playbook. OKC got to be prepared to defend the entire field. So they're still in good shape.
From the 41, time continues to roll. Coleman will say something to Black there. Throws a little out route here. Caught and falling for the first down. Nice grab there. Josh Fed makes his 6th catch of the day to the 46.
And Coleman there being on the same page, hitting him before he actually gets out of bounds, to be able to convert that first, giving Houston a chance to get some points on the board.
Look at DR Sims' numbers again. Look, he's tired. Hasn't had enough action so far. Getting a little exhausted over there from all the running. 4-3 look out of the Renegades, and they're going to get a free play here. Coleman wants it deep down the field. Why not? Caught. DR Sim declined that penalty, baby. We're down to the 46.
DR Sim, yawning at Cal Michael earlier, saying this matchup is boring me. And then sure enough, so why he's yawning, because good grief, he just burnt that young man to that corner right there.
Nice throw and catch. DR Sim not quite done. He hasn't put in a full shift just yet, apparently. I don't know what kind of work he's doing, but it's the work of miracles for Houston as they continue to go to the well with him, and so far it's paying dividends.
Miss is asking a great question in the chat. Is this game a high-scoring game because these offenses are that good, or is it because the defense...
Well, I'm going to stop you in your dead tracks right there, Mighty, because Darnell Black takes the right side handoff into the end zone, does a little whirly-bird spike, and Houston retakes the lead. Their offense is cooking.
Display of athleticism right there by Darnell Black. As Houston's in that gun, they run that strong trap. Darnell Black with just enough patience lets the O-line create a seam for him. He runs through the little arm tackle there and then turns on the Jets. There's nobody catching Darnell Black once he turned the Jets on.
Yeah, I think this is a good offensive game from both teams, and I think the key to that is there's a couple plays that have broken this thing open. The 98-yard run, 96-yard run, whatever it was from Darnell Black. The deep balls to DR Sim, a deep catch from Tiberius Bovine. Consistently, the defenses are doing all right. Are they having great games? No, not in any way, shape, or form. But they're doing okay consistently. You know, Bruschi and Black both have been stopped behind the line a couple times. That does not show poor defense. I think, in my opinion, what that shows is that there's a couple plays in both playbooks that where if they match up with the wrong play on defense, that those teams really, you know, go to the buffet with those numbers.
I'd agree with you there. It's all about calling the right play at the right time. And in the first half, OKC on third down was just dialing up the perfect play to attack Houston's defense. And in the second half, they haven't been as successful because Houston's been calling the proper play to counter whatever play they're trying to exploit the Houston defense with.
52-56, 108 total points, and we still have a little over half of the fourth quarter left in the tank, and that man right there is not done. Joseph Redfeather now down by 4, will spread out 4 of his receivers and go back to work. Reclock that ticket. It's time to get back to your duties. Pete Bruschi off the right-hand side will pick up 2. I don't appreciate the run out of the gun, Mighty. It's not really my MO, but hey, they'll get 2 yards out of it, I guess.
OKC hasn't been as successful, but Darnell Black so far, that the gun runs he's had, he's been making a living out of it, just piercing through OKC's defense.
2nd and 8, 5 minutes and ticking to go. And they will run out of the gun again, and that there is exactly why you don't do it. I mean, in my opinion, he's got to run 4 yards to even get to the line of scrimmage. And there, you know, he got 2 yards, but he's unable to get more than that.
I mean, I guess, you know, it does give him a head of steam if he were to encounter some interference. But if the blocking is not there for him to, you know, get to the line, then, yeah, it's, you know, pretty much null.
3rd and 10, Redfeather pressured, fires, and that one is picked. Houston's got a takeaway. It's Aaron Payne, the 2nd interception thrown by Redfeather tonight, and he pounds the turf in frustration as Houston gets the ball back.
Payne, great job tracking the ball in the air as OKC's going back to the deep post. Right there, Redfeather overthrows the receiver by just a little bit, but that slight little bit is enough for Houston to capitalize and get that turnover.
First and 10 from the 46, 4.5 minutes to go in the fourth. Free play here for Houston. Darnell Black, a spin move, and he picks up a yard when he should have lost a couple. Buck Lawless makes the tackle, but they are going to give him a free 5 yards.
Darnell Black again, while he was in the league, he was just amazing. I would say Richard Snowden and him was 1A and 1B, just the explosiveness that they showed. Park Hee-Chul was up there as well, with just the speed and the fact that once they got ahead of you, there is no way you're catching either one of those.
Right. I was just going to say.
One of those backs.
I was just going to say, he reminds me in this teal color a little bit of Richard Snowden, who ran with the DC Dragons. It was a similar teal, a little bit more green, but similar nonetheless. And Black could not break that one off. Had a little bit of blocking off the right-hand side, but unable to break free. Method Triple X asks, is this the only game being played tonight? Well, I tell you what, Method, this game wasn't even played tonight. It's an SFL Throwback from Season 6 that we are re-commentating because there was no commentary on it previously. So yes, this is the only game. If you want to get into the action for Season 12, you can join our Discord at simulationfl.net. We're also on Twitter, Facebook, as well as Instagram at SimulationFL. Got to make sure to follow us there to keep up with all the action as we head into our 12th season. Darnell Black heads forward to the 39, a head of steam, as you were talking about, Mighty, there, as he breaks into Renegade territory.
Great job by the Houston O-line right there, opening this canyon, this chasm in the OKC defense. And if not for Tank Savage, Darnell Black is gone again to the end zone.
First and 10 from the 39, under 3.5 minutes to go here in the fourth. They will give to Black off the right side. With one block, he will pick up 2, and this is the part that I think Oklahoma City fears the most, is just the Darnell Black train. They're down by 4, so it's definitely a touchdown situation for Oklahoma City, and Houston is inching closer to field goal range, and Darnell Black seems almost unstoppable.
Right now is dialing in their 5-minute offense, trying to kill the clock, matriculate the ball down the field, get a score, and kind of end the game all at the same time. Let's see if OKC is able to, kind of throw an impediment in the way.
2nd and 8 from the 37. Very heavy formation. Oh, ran into the fullback. Coleman did a little bit. He was a little delayed giving Black the ball, and that really stunted that play from the start. It'll be 3rd and 10, and now the ever-long decision, Mighty. Do you throw for it, or do you just run the ball out and head to the 2-minute warning?
3rd and 10 and out of range, you got to find a way to convert because you're trying to end the game. You don't want to give OKC the ball back.
Coleman in the shotgun. Darnell Black to his right. 4 down linemen for Oklahoma City. Press look out of the corners. They will give to Black on the delayed handoff. Darnell Black spins through 2, fights his way to the 36. From there, it'll be a 51-yarder. It'll be a very interesting move to see. I think they are sending out the punter. 2-minute warning here in Houston. Up by 4, the Hyenas have a decision to make. Do you attempt the field goal and possibly give the Renegades good field position, or do you punt it away and trust your defense on a night where they've given up 52 points, but they hold the lead? They will choose to punt.
Yeah, I didn't like that play call there at all, Andy. I'd rather give it to Coleman, let him serve the field, find a way to get a first down to end the game.
Snapback punt is away. They will angle it towards the left-hand side. It will bounce at the 9, bounce at the 3, and get dropped at the 4. Special teams play critical for Houston now. They struggled earlier with a few dropped kickoff returns, but they're able to make the down at the 4 and back Oklahoma City up 96 yards away from getting back out in front of this one.
By Bailey, the punter, giving his team some time with that nice corner coffin punt. And now OKC got to go a long way to take the lead in this game.
Red Feather deep, drop, fires. Oh, one play down the field. Tiberius Bovine. Can he get there? He's being chased from behind. Oh, Kanye Rockefeller can't do it. Touchdown, Renegades. What a play. 96 yards for Tiberius Bovine.
Lose track of that big man coming in. He's the threat for OKC's offense, and they run that deep post. Look at that deep post right there. Loses both safeties in coverage, gets it over the top. Red Feather hits him in stride. Rockefeller tries to run him down, but by the time he catches up to him, he's just out of breath. Can't bring the big man down. Touchdown OKC. They need this extra point to make it a field goal game.
And Optimus Clyde beat me to it because you were talking, Mighty. It's SFL Throwback Night. We're bringing it back. Tiberius Bovine is so fine, and the Oklahoma City Renegades are up by 2 with the pivotal extra point on the way to try and push this thing to 3. Kick is up, and it is good. 1:41 left, and the Renegades are back on top, 59-56.
Crazy game, man. 50. Oh my! As a defensive coordinator, this is stuff of nightmares right here. This is. Oh my goodness, it hurts. Just thinking if my team gives up 50. Whoa, my goodness! But Houston, they can't lick their wounds right now. The offense got to show up and play. Try to find a way to get the ball down the field.
No time for rest as Houston will start the drive at the 22. Just need to get in field goal range. 96 seconds on the clock. It feels like an eternity in this game, Mighty.
Yeah, especially with the prowess, the big play prowess that a Houston offense has between DR Sim and Darnell Black. I'm wondering which one of those two will step up and make a big play.
1st and 10 from the 22-yard line. 2 receivers bottom of the screen. 4 down linemen for the Renegades, and Coleman will look to throw. Fires down the seam. Caught! DR Sim! Broken tackle! Don't believe it! It's not over yet has Sims down to the 27. Houston is in field goal range as DR Sim passes 375 yards on the evening.
Houston offense and ailing. They make a house call to the doctor, and the doctor usually delivers. Great play by DR. Surprisingly enough, OKC is able to track him down and stop him from pulling the touchdown.
And off Darnell Black, 5 yards there, and that is exactly what Houston needs to do. Kill this clock, kick the field goal, or try and get into the end zone if you can. Coleman checks down and out of bounds there for Black. They do have all 3 timeouts, Mighty, but now they're facing a 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7. This is 4-down territory, so you don't have to force the ball somewhere where you're not comfortable. Courtney Coleman, if you could get 3 or 4 yards here, get 3 or 4 yards to make 4th even more manageable. But don't try to play Superman here.
Completely agree with you there. 4 receivers split out for Courtney Coleman now. I believe it's a 3-3 look out of Oklahoma City. Coleman to throw, fires on the out route, caught there and out of bounds. 2 yards between him and the sticks. Barry Bergens makes a grab, and now you got to find just the one play, Max, that'll move the chains here.
Complement of timeouts, 4th and 2. They got the entire playbook that they can utilize. They got the ever dangerous Darnell Black that they can give the ball to as well.
And they're sending out the kicker. 4th and 2 from the 19, and they put their tail between their legs and decide to kick the field goal, and that's a lot of time for Red Feather in this Oklahoma City offense. Kick is away, and it is good from 36. We got a tie game.
By the holder, that was a terrible snap. He had to get the ball off the ground to get the ball back up. As you couldn't see it on the replay, but great job there by the holder to give the kicker a chance. I guess Houston was playing for the tie there, out of state aggressive to go for it. Don't want to give OKC the ball back. They've shown all night that they could score points. I mean, they got 59 already. You're giving them the ball back. This might spell doom for Houston.
Cam Michael will return across the 25 at your locker rooms. Get them in here. We got 38 seconds. Let's try and push this room past 40 viewers. We're at 35 now, and I believe this game deserves all the viewers we can get. 59 all with another score, in 38 seconds could take this one away. 1st and 10. Red Feather in the shotgun. 4 receivers split out. Looking to throw. Low snap. Red Feather fires on the out route. Called in. Got the feet inbounds. A 5-yard catch. Austin Scalander makes his 9th grab of the night.
Scalander as well had a big game. 3 big touchdowns. A $135 receiving. If OKC remains in the gun, though, this has been their favorite play. Now, I understand the last time they threw it was a big-time interception.
3 receivers split out now. Pete Bruschi, the lone man in the backfield. 4 down linemen for Houston. Red Feather to throw. Fires outside. No. Incomplete. Couldn't get the feet in bounds. 31 seconds. The clock will stop.
Johnny couldn't keep his feet down on that there. Didn't have his 10 toes down for this catch. Red Feather got to be careful. Can't be too aggressive here. Give Houston the ball. Your end zone.
Yeah, indeed. You got to be real careful here to try and not give Courtney Coleman the opportunity to win the game if you're Red Feather. He will shovel pass here to Bruschi. He is brought down inbounds, and Houston will burn their first timeout. 2 left in the back pocket. That's the first timeout of the game, and now the Renegades will have to punt.
Good job there by Houston corralling Bruschi. They haven't allowed him to go off this game. Though he's been steady, he hasn't been the game changer that we've known Bruschi to be in his Hall of Fame career, or soon to be Hall of Fame career.
Julio Merle is in the game to punt, and Max, you're a big advocate for star kickers. How about star punters? Now's the time if he's going to make his mark on this game. A good punt all the way back to the 20. The return from Bergens will come out to the 25. 16 seconds stand between Houston and trying to put this one in the lead, and for DR Sim, that seems like 1,000 minutes.
Now, Andy, as coach, would you want your quarterback to be aggressive here, or would you play it for overtime?
Here's my thought. I think you you're a little aggressive on first down. See if you can get a catch. If you can, you take the timeout quickly, get to wherever you need to be, and evaluate. Coleman fires, and it's picked! Taken away by the defense. Billy Joe Casper intercepted to the 40, and Mighty, I think we're going to walk through it here, because with 12 seconds at the 40, Oklahoma City is not in field goal range. You got to trust your defense a little bit here, is kind of what I was getting to. Even if you throw the pick, if you throw it deep enough downfield, it doesn't guarantee anything for the other team.
Great job there by Billy Joe, reading the quarterback's eyes, baiting him into that throw to the post. Thinking it was open, and he, great ball skills to get back there and get that interception. Now, OKC's in that gunplay they've been running all night. Can they make it work again?
Shotgun look, Red Feather to throw, wants the out route. That one is caught. Nice grab for 5 there by the receiver, and that is going to make this one really close. It was a grab by Johnny Biarme, and it's going to put this thing right now. If they were to kick it, it would be about a 54, 55-yarder. They need another couple yards. They do have all 3 timeouts and 8 seconds. No, they're going to bring the kicking team on now. The star kicker is Guido Trace. Will he be able to nail this kick and put Oklahoma City over the top? Snap back, hold down, the kick is away, and it is good from 51. Oklahoma City surpasses 60 and takes the lead.
Good job by Guido Tres to get the ball up and through the uprights. Clutch kick, big time kick for the Renegades. Were they able to make sure that Houston doesn't have a chance to return this for a touchdown?
The returner is Barry Bergens. He's had trouble corralling a few kicks, much less getting a big return out of it. 4 seconds left, and let's see what they choose to do. He will bring it from his own goal line. Time will expire on this play. Bergens is dropped, and Oklahoma City secures the upset. The Renegades defeat Houston in a real barn burner, 62-59, and Houston goes down.
Great game by Oklahoma City to come through here, get their season. Though the season didn't play out the way they wanted, they did put up a heck of a fight and put up a heck of a ball game against Houston. Houston's 3rd straight loss. They have to figure out a way and figure out what's wrong and fix what's ailing, because they have a big-time matchup with Tallahassee the following week.
For everyone here working on the SFL Throwback, you just watched Oklahoma City at Houston in Season 6. We want to thank you all for coming out. SFL Throwback is on Monday nights, as well as, I believe, Friday nights, right, Max? He might have accidentally muted himself. I believe it's Monday and Fridays, and we will see you guys next week. Usually they're on a different website. We decided to go on YouTube tonight and do a little live streaming for you and commentate one of these games. We're glad you guys could join us and hope you have a great night tonight and a great start to Season 12 as we inch closer to the 12th season of SFL action. For Max Paul, I'm Andy Hamilton. Thank you guys and have a great night.